Hello and welcome. This is my EDC video for January 2014. I'd finally start to use this channel for something more than just liking other videos. So I decided I'd show my EDC system and get some feedback if this is good for my philosophy of use or if there's stuff that really needs some improvement on. So let me know at the end of this video and also ask a couple questions. Hopefully you guys can answer and just give me a review of just what it is I might need to do or how this measure up. So for those who don't know, maybe this is your first time even seeing one of these videos, EDC stands for Everyday Carry. You know, your day-to-day things that you keep with you when or if you need them. And for my philosophy of EDC, it is stuff that I would need for the day-to-day, everyday use and possible likely emergencies that might happen on a very small scale, as well as stuff that's good in case of an emergency that I can have before, if I can't reach like a get-home bag or my bug-out bag or any of that. So these will be with me at all times in case of those as well. Now, there's two things that just wouldn't fit into frame, so I've just left them off the desk, and that is the holster for my phone and my CCW because they just wouldn't fit. So a later video, when I can get some other things set up, maybe I can do that. Alright, so as I said, phone, useful to have. This one's the Nexus 5. Also has a flashlight on the back here. So, you know, can't find another flashlight or the ones I carry die, I can use that instead. And I usually keep that on my waist with the belt, which also is used with my CCW. Alright, next thing I keep in a back pocket. Wallet, your IDs, your cash, your cards, whatever. That I do not have one of those fancy little Swiss tools with all the credit card all-in-one, multi-tool, whatever you call those. Don't think I need one. If you guys think it really is necessary, please let me know why, and maybe I'll get one. But so far it hasn't become a need for me. Alright. Other back pocket I have is a bandana. There's many uses for these. You know, clean stuff, flexible weapon for non-lethal use, or in some cases lethal use if you know how, and just overall stuff, although probably don't want to be carrying a blue rag too often in some areas. Might want to get some different colors. So I'm looking into that as I can. And with that same pocket I have this little first aid bag, and it's very basic, just Neosporin, some antiseptic wipes, think some like wasp sting ointment or whatever, and some bandages. So just in case there's some little cuts and scrapes that come along the way for me or someone else, and they need some help. And I also keep in this little flap here, a little frame lock knife. This is a Gerber STL 2.0, and there are some good uses to this. It's a good spare knife, a good little beater knife. You know, if one of the other knives I carry does get lost or stolen or something, I can have this knife on hand just in case, although it's not a very good defensive carry, but, you know, no one would have really expected that. But good to have a couple redundancies, and I think blades for me is one of those. Sorry I'm coughing so much. Right, two things I carry that, take it or leave, probably aren't super necessary, depending on how you might look at it, are my NRA pin, and this little crossamide. You know, keep that on my neck, keep that in a shirt or a jacket I just kind of display. Only problem with this is I always get that one person who says, "Oh, you're wearing a Hunger Games pin." And it's not. I swear my generation is doomed. Let's see. Next thing on the list, my keys. I actually took the keys off of this, and I use a 2-ring system where one big ring carries a couple tools and such, and the other one is just all the keys on there. So, on here I have a flash drive, which is good for whatever I might need. Carrying documents from work, different school papers and stuff, I can just keep on there. I also have another little cross I keep on the keychain as well. You can call that a morale booster if you like. This is actually a placeholder. It's a little key charm. It's blood of your enemies, air quotes. But I thought it was kind of funny when I got it. And I'm just using that as a placeholder and a reminder to get a keyring lighter to add, so I can kind of have a 3Cs survival system with me all the time, just in case, like I said. And last but not least, and it's been actually pretty useful overall, is this pocket knife flashlight combo I made. So this was kind of a Victorinox knockoff from many years ago. I received that as a gift 2012, and within about a month or two, little plastic pieces fell off, so I just put this little frog legs light on there instead, and it's got a nail file, which is actually kind of useful, and this cheap little penknife. Not much to that one, doesn't hold too much of an edge, but if I need it, you know, I can use that instead of beating up on my other knives. And this light, not too bad, couple lumens, mostly I just have that, hold on to it till I can find a better flashlight or pick one up, just in case power outage or there are no other flashlights around, it's useful. Problem with that one, I have to keep holding down this just to keep it lit, and I don't like that. I'd rather just have a one-click system. So I'm hoping to change that out too at some point. So another keychain flashlight and a keychain lighter would be nice to add. Next on the list, I have my paracord bracelet, which could be considered a fashion accessory, could be useful in a really bad pinch, but I did find one practical everyday use for a paracord bracelet, and that is with this watch of mine. Now this is a metal band watch, and it has just the one button to collapse and click on. There's no extra flap for protection. Because of that, these kind of watches can get stolen off your wrist pretty easily, but I figured wear this on one wrist with the paracord bracelet. It makes it a lot harder for that to get slipped off, just in case. And again, your own kind of internal sense of danger, threat, whatever, risk. Can't find the word, sorry. Applies a lot better, but just in case. I always have that because it makes it a lot harder for someone to take an expensive or reuseful watch off the wrist. And this watch I love. Haven't had it for too long, but amazing. It's one of those motion wound watches, the perpetual motion kind of thing. If you're moving, it's moving. And really this has been off my wrist for about 16 hours now. It's still going, so I can't beat that, really. Guess I wound it up enough, so very useful. I had my doubts at first that I might have to do that like every morning when I woke up, but still going strong, so hey, better than having to keep changing out batteries, I guess. And I keep that on my wrist, of course. This in my right hand pocket, and left hand pockets. These two items. This is a little multi-tool, $5 at some hardware store. Not much to this one. I just kind of keep it for the pliers and the little Phillips head screwdriver that comes, but wouldn't mind maybe getting this replaced. Possibly with like a Leatherman Skeletool or a Wingman Sidekick, whichever would fit in my pocket better. And with that, I also keep this Victorinox Huntsman Silvertech, which really useful. Wow. This has just about everything I need. Alright, and that includes this corkscrew, which, believe it or not, I may be the one person who can say this has come in useful on a couple occasions. At a party or someone brings a bottle of wine over and either no one has a corkscrew or, and this has happened, the corkscrew has actually broken off the device and this came to the rescue. So I like that they still keep these on there. Do not see why they have these little package hooks still. I think what they should do, if possible, take this off, turn that into a Phillips head screwdriver with that, and you would have the just perfect everyday multi-tool aside from the pliers. At least in my opinion. And last, I have my EDC knife. This is a Kershaw Clash. Yes, Kershaw Clash. And love the steel, love how it feels in my hand, works great for medium use or anytime you do need a bigger knife than what's already laid out here. and not a bad defensive carry either, to be perfectly honest. So it can be useful in a really, really bad pinch if I needed to. And that is the majority of my EDC system. Of course, that's assuming, don't have my CCW, is just not useful at that time or whatever. But, that would be good for certain other situations. Now, a couple things that I want to ask about is, I know that I'm missing some non-lethal stuff. I don't have any pepper spray. Not sure if I should jump on one of those or not. I do have a Kubaton, but it's a little bit long, and actually I have it right here in the desk. Whoop. Almost hit the mic there, and this little bit doesn't work for what I need. If I put it in the front pocket, it jams in to my waist, and it doesn't feel comfortable, and there's really no other way for me to carry it other than back pocket, but I think I'd rather have something with a little better design to it, and I didn't like this one when I got it. It was the only one available at the time. It was many years ago, so I went for that one. I'd rather get something a little better, and I'm in the market to find something new. The other thing that I used to carry, but I need to find something new, is this big old knife here. This is a Smith & Wesson Border Guard, and this would otherwise be a great carry for me, except this handle is just not very ergonomic. Love the blade, very thick, works well, holds an edge just fine for what I need. Love having the partial serration on a blade just in case of, certain bigger tasks you might need. Glass breaker and seatbelt cutter are useful for if, some real emergency did happen. But handles where they just fell short. This clip is actually, the knife has flown out of my pocket coming off just downstairs before, and it's kind of gotten dangerous that way. I'll have my, messenger bag on. It'll catch onto that, fall out, almost stab somebody. Not useful. I cannot believe they got away with that one. Bad quality control. Handle, again, is just way too wide. Just doesn't feel good. Put in your pocket, this will jab in. It's just a little too long, so want to see if I can find maybe a new serrated, quote-unquote, field knife kind of thing for extra use. So that is my EDC. So if you know of any good multi-tools I can change out this one for. If you know of a good keyring lighter I can get rid of this for, and new flashlight, that's great. I'm looking at some other ones, Streamline, forget what the lighter name was that I'm looking at, but, let me know in the comments if you know of any good things I can add or take away. And, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This was either informative or fun to laugh at, depending on your review of EDC. And just let me know if you think this fits my philosophy, because I could use the feedback. And, let me know what I might be missing. Alright, thank you for watching, and, just take care and have a wonderful day.